Hello everyone. So in our questions of the day, we are going to do two very interesting questions today. Right. Before we jump to the question, just a glimpse and knowledge that we have started with our crash course just now. If you haven't enrolled for it yet, you can just visit our website and enroll. And if you have any doubts around it, you can simply text me or call me at this number. Right. It is given right here. My name is Sahil Arora. Right. Okay, so let's just directly jump to the questions and see what they are all about. Says Sid is thinking of a positive number which is less than 100. So there is a number which is less than 100. 1 less than a multiple of 8. So 1 less than of a multiple of 8, which means 8x minus 1 time, right? And 3 less than a multiple of 7. And 3 less than of a multiple of 7, which means 7y minus 3. Now, since all this is said about the same number, which means these two things are same. Now, what is the greatest possible integer Sid could be thinking of? अब सबसे बड़ा ऐसा कौन सा नंबर है जो कि 100 से कम है और इन सारी situations को satisfy करेगा? Now, it is a very easy way to do these type of questions. What is it? 8x is equal to 8x minus 1 is 7y minus 3. So I need to find those integral values of x and y, and the only way to do that is hit and trial. उसके सिवाय होएगा ही नहीं है जहां से मुझे एक solution मिले, which means that see if I see 8x is nothing but 7y minus 2, or I can say x is equal to 7y minus 2 upon 8. Now, one way to solve this question is try and apply hit and trial. अब यहाँ पे आसान नंबर है, मैं y को देखो, if I put y as 0 नहीं आ रहा, y1 नहीं आ रहा, y2 नहीं आ रहा, y3 नहीं, 4 नहीं, 5 नहीं, 6. Okay. If I am substituting y as 6, 7 6 the 42 minus 2 40, 40 by 8 x is 5. ये मेरे पास सॉल्यूशन आ गया स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड तरीके से. But then this was very easy and I have comprehended it very easily. Right? What is the other way to do this or crack this? हमें पता है कि जो रिमाइंडर्स होते हैं ना एडिटिव एंड सब्ट्रैक्टिव होते हैं, व्हिच मींस इफ आई हैव टू फाइंड द रिमाइंडर ऑफ a plus b divided by c, then if I do a by c and I do b by c and I add the remainders, my answer is going to be same. मेरा आंसर सेम आने वाला है, राइट? अब नाउ if I write it as x is equal to 7 into y by 8 minus 2 by 8, right? Now this part is giving me the remainder of minus 2. 7 by 8, this part is giving me the remainder of minus 1. ठीक है, 7 को जब मैंने 8 से डिवाइड किया, 8 1 the 8, रिमाइंडर इज minus 1, राइट? स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड तरीके से मैं लिख सकता हूँ उसको. minus 1 बाय मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे हैं, जैसे ही रिमाइंडर्स एडिटिव सब्ट्रैक्टिव होते हैं वैसे ही रिमाइंडर्स मल्टीप्लिकेटिव भी होते हैं. In the way the remainders are additive and subtractive, the remainders are multiplicative also, right? So minus 1 into y, that is minus y minus 2 divided by 8 is the overall remainder. Now what should I put y as in order to divide it and get it 0? Obviously y has to be 6, because minus 6 minus 2 will become minus 8. Minus 8 divided by 8 will give me 0 remainder. So direct straightforwardly y मेरे पास 6 आ गया. This is another way if you don't want to apply hit and try. Now see, y and x and y are the first values that are satisfying the solution. If I check 8 into 5 minus 1 is equal to 7 into 6 minus 1, 3. So 7 is the 42 minus 3, 39. 8 by the 40 minus 1, 39. 39 is the one such number, first such positive number, which is less than 100, and when divided by 8 leaves the multiple of, which is 1 less than the multiple of 8 and 3 less than the multiple of 7. अब हमें चेक करना है दैट इज देयर एनी सॉल्यूशन अहेड ऑफ इट आल्सो, क्या कोई सॉल्यूशन इसके आगे भी है जो कि 100 से कम है? वो कैसे निकालते हैं हम? सी, द इक्वेशन इज नथिंग बट 8x minus 7y is equal to minus 2. Since you have found the first solution, the next solution of y will increase by the coefficient of x. जो y का next solution होगा, लीनियर इसी प्रॉपर्टी हमने क्लास में बहुत अच्छे से की थी, राइट? फिर जो नेक्स्ट सॉल्यूशन होगा वो इसके कोफिशिएंट से बढ़ जाएगा, 6 plus 8 14 x कोफिशिएंट से. सिंस बीच में माइनस है तो इसका जो नेक्स्ट कोफिशिएंट होगा वो y के कोफिशिएंट से बढ़ जाएगा. इसका जो नेक्स्ट सॉल्यूशन होगा 5 plus 7 12. Now if I check 8 into 12 minus 1, that is 95, is equal to 7 into 14 minus 3, which is again 95. और ये 100 से कम भी है, which means the number you could be thinking of is 95. 95 is that such number which when divided, which is 1 less than a multiple of 8 and 3 less than a multiple of 7. ठीक है, 98 से 3 कम है, 96 से 1 कम है, 100 से कम है. It is satisfying everything and is the required answer. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. Yeah. Next thing it says, a tank has two pipes P and Q. There is a tank and it has two pipes P and Q that can either fill or empty the tank at the same time at respective rates depending on the requirements. So let us say iski efficiency X है and iski efficiency Y है. So it can either fill the tank or empty the tank. Similarly, it can also fill the tank. It can also empty the tank depending on the requirement. Both can be doing the empty process. Both can be doing the filling process. Either one of them could be filling or either one of them can be losing. This is the way this question is formulated, right? Now, what is given to us? आगे क्या दिया हुआ है? If only pipe P is used to fill the tank for the same time that both the time pipes together take to fill it, then 4/7 of the tank will get filled. अब लेट अस से यार कितने भी घंटों में टैंक फिल करता हो, लेट अस से P काम कर रहा है और P प्लस Q काम कर रहे हैं. लेट अस से Y घंटों में वो फिल करता है, तो Y घंटे के लिए हमने इसको भी चलाया एंड Y घंटे में हमने इसको भी चलाया. And what did we found? The tank filled by P is 4/7 of what the total is. Total का 4/7 उसने fill किया. Now the next thing is very important. If the time is same and two pipes are performing their functions, which means their efficiency is directly proportional to the quantity filled, right? यानी कि इसने अगर let us say, बड़ी सिंपल सी बात है, अगर इसने 4/7 फिल किया है टोटल का, तो उसकी एफिशिएंसी भी तो 4/7 होगी ना टोटल की. यानी कि अगर टोटल एफिशिएंसी 7 है P प्लस Q की, टोटल एफिशिएंसी 7 है, तो P की एफिशिएंसी क्या होगी? 4/7 into 7 यानी 4 एफिशिएंसी होगी. Right, a very simple logic. And why did I say consider 7 as the total efficiency? क्योंकि मुझे 4/7 करना था, right? तो अगर P plus Q की efficiency 7 है, तो P की अकेली की efficiency उतने ही टाइम में 4/7 of 7 है, यानी 4 है. Now if the efficiency of P is 4, then the efficiency of Q is 3, because इतने ही टाइम में P ने 4 fill किया तो Q ने 3 किया होगा ना बाकी का. And since we are talking about ratio, so the ratio is nothing but 4:3. The ratio is 4:3. Now P is filling 4 units and Q is filling 3 units. Now P can either fill 4 or empty the 4. Q can either fill 3 or empty the 3, right? Okay. Now let's move to the next part of the question. What it says, कहता है, if now pipe P is used to fill the tank while Q is used to empty the tank. अब P fill कर रहा है और Q negative work कर रहा है, right? So plus P minus Q. Then what percent of tank is filled in 3/4 of the time that it takes to get emptied by the both the pipes? अब सिंपल सी बात है यार, P और Q मिलके उसको empty कितनी देर में करेंगे? उसका 3/4 टाइम हमने इसको चलाया है. अब 3/4 टाइम चलाया है, टोटल क्वांटिटी तो हमें पता नहीं है. We don't know the total quantity of tank, right? So we can assume anything because efficiency तो हमें पता ही है 4:3 है, right? So let us say P empties 4, Q empties 3, the total emptying capacity is -7, right? And since I have to run them for 3/4 of the time, so I am assuming that the total time taken to empty the tank is 4 hours. 4 घंटे लगते हैं, ताकि मैं उसको जब 3/4 के लिए चलाना है तो सिर्फ 3 घंटे चलाऊं, मेरा काम इजी हो जाएगा, right? So if it is emptying for the 4 hours, means total capacity is 28 liter. In this case, I have assumed that the tank has a total capacity of 28 liters. P can work at 4 liter per hour, Q can work at 3 liter per hour. Together they can work at 7 liter per hour. And in 4 hours they are emptying the tank. That 4 is assumed, right? और अब क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंग काम कितनी देर के लिए हो रहा है? क्वेश्चन के लिए P भर रहा है, क्वेश्चन कह रहा है कि P is filling the tank and Q is emptying the tank, right? And it is taking 3/4 of the time. 3/4 of the time means 3/4 of 4 liters or 4 hours, right? So it is also working for 3 hours. It is also working for 3 hours. So net efficiency is 4 minus 3, that is 1. And it is working for 3 hours, which means the total quantity filled is 3 liters. 3 liters of what? 3 liters of 28. So net percentage filled is 3/28 into 100. That is nothing but 300 by 28, 28, 10 the 280, 280, 28, 7 the 56, 196, yes, 10.7%. So approximately 10.7% of the tank will be filled. Now we have learned that how we can use the efficiencies efficiently, right? किस तरीके से unitary methods इन questions को बहुत ही easily किया जा सकता है. This brings an end of the session. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.